there's one thing that successful people do that separates them from the rest, and it's a simple choice. It's none of the things that everyone else talks about. Everyone talks about talent, hard work, wanting it more, situation, but all of these things aren't what separates the best in any area. See, most people don't want to do this, and there's so many reasons why, but successful people, they accept this and they work every day on it, whether they realise it or not. This one choice isn't some hard graft until you make it success story. This one choice is what separates people. Why sometimes people can be looking successful, and it's why some people can be having amazing successes and it looks effortless to them, and you're wondering there why or how it looks so easy to them. And it's not because they've done all of the same things that you're doing, otherwise everyone would be successful, or most people who have a bit of work ethic. This one choice is the hardest thing to do, yet the simplest. And the reason it's hardest is because most people, one, it doesn't look like an outward display of success or hard work, or it's not something that you can be seen in the gym grinding at. You can be seen out running, doing the miles. You can be seen having a success in business. It's not something that you can see. And the second reason is that most people, wrongly, and same with me, thought or think that it's an attack on their character. And quite rightly, if it's attacking your character, then you're going to feel like you don't want to do it. But the successful people know that this one choice is the key to everything. And that one choice, all it is choosing to win the battle every day with your mind and build a positive self-image of yourself. Everyone talks about everything else within success. But, as my dad says, this one thing, this one choice, to win the battle with your mind every single day is going to take you further than any of all of the other stuff combined. Not just take you further, it's the unlock code. It's the reason people are successful. And people don't like to hear it too, because they don't like to think that a choice is hard work. But most of us, and I know me included, the hardest work is actually the choice a lot of the time. Once you've made the choice, doing the work is simple. But most people, when we look at, see, these are leaves on the tree, when we look at someone who isn't doing the work, a lot of the time they're not interested in it because their self-image isn't positive, and therefore what's the point in doing the work? But doing the work is miserable and meaningless if your self-image is that you're just going to fail anyway and that you're no good. That's why people don't do the work. As children, we didn't worry about doing the work on walking or getting up. As a child, we didn't go, you try and get up once, you fall flat on your face, as every single child does, and then you go, no, God, I'm just terrible at getting up, to be honest. I'm just meant to be someone who lies on the ground all day, and I just can't walk. I mean, putting disabilities aside, do you know anyone who hasn't learnt to walk? No. So you can learn these amazing things that children, as a baby, have zero idea how to do. But if they had a conscious mind at that stage that's cutting in and, oh no, maybe I'm just not good at walking, it'd be a completely different story. So they don't, as a child, they didn't think trying to get up again was work. It was just, I'm going to try and get up again, and then they start walking, and then they fall flat on their face once more, but they've walked a bit more. But anyway, so the point is that you might see some successful people doing it so easily and it looks effortless, and we always go on about how much work it's taken to get there, to get to that point, but people don't even define or understand what that work is, and most people shun it, myself included. Again, I have done that a lot before when my dad used to say it, because it doesn't seem something that's tangible and physical in the real world. And least of all, we actually sometimes think that our mind is part of us. We don't want to make a fully positive image of ourselves or win the battle and win a fight because we think it's us. We think it's inside here, so it's us. No, but your mind's different. So in another video, I'm going to go through all of how I deal with that. This one choice is the unlock code. So choosing to win the battle with your mind every single day. So win the battle with your mind. It's going to be a fight. It's tough. So the tough part isn't outwardly seen, it's in here. And once you've won it every day, that's when your self-image rules the show. So your self-image will always rule the show. So you could be seen to be doing huge amounts of work, and you could be seen to be outwardly putting the work in. But your self-image is sabotaging you. And that's what I see all the time. People, let's take for example, people on some packages we run who have skin problems. They come on, we tell them what to do, and they don't do it. And we go, okay, so why aren't you doing it? And there's all this sort of fluff and whatever. But it just comes down to the fact that they're not winning the battle with their mind. They just think they'll always be like that, and so they won't do it. Same with me on the tennis court. I didn't win the battle with my mind, so I didn't get as high as I wanted to. Same with people I tutor. You can hammer on at them for ages about doing the work, the homework, the understanding the problems, getting interested and enthusiastic and setting all these rules, but you're not going to do it unless you have this amazing self-image of you. My dad and mum were always just put this number one, and it also does away with any of the outcome of worrying about how well you did there and whatever, but we can come onto that another time. But this is all to say that most people don't want to do it, and the successful people know that as a human, your mind is there to protect you, so it's good for loads of things, like it can do good. It's good for my physics equation solving and directing me to the shops, but it's also meant to protect you, so it's going to feed a lot of negative stuff into you. So if you're not careful, your mind, and it will always do this as you're a human with conscious, your mind will feed in negative things about your image, and you just think that's you, but it's not. So what successful people know, my dad has always said this, that this is the number one thing you should always do, and it blows everything else out of the water, is to feed in a positive self-image daily. And it's going to be a fight. Some days it's going to be harder. Some days you might have had a situation, a breakup or a business failing or whatever it was, or losing a tennis match, that means that you start to question, and you're getting more negative thoughts going in and trying to knock off your self-image. So that's the hard work. And the hard work is making the choice. Most people don't want to make the choice. Making the choice to have a really positive self-image, and not just to have one, choosing it, and then choosing that again and again and again each day. That's the hard work. After you've made the choice, the work's easy. The enthusiasm's easy. The hitting balls is easy. All of that's the easy part compared to choosing to win the battle with your mind every single day and build a positive self-image.